Hey everybody, welcome to SkyLounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 63. We got the puppies in the back, and we got my David Perron shirt, Las Vegas, so want to rep that out before we get started. Moving on the road here, put your goddamn seatbelts on, release the goddamn brake, release that turn signal, and head on out the goddamn road. So, boys and girls, I know, all we're going to talk about from that game last night for the Stanley Cup Final, Game 5, is going to be that fucking non-call. But, let me just get this out of the way and say this. Jordan Binnington was the best performer last night, bar none. I know people are going to say Ryan O'Reilly, because O'Reilly, he's been a beast. But let me tell you what, Jordan Binnington, if it wasn't for Jordan Binnington, St. Louis wouldn't have won that fucking game. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be out of your goddamn mind if you think other fucking goaltenders like Hutton are gonna do anything. Is it Hutton? I don't even know their fucking backup goaltender. Is it fucking Allen? I don't fucking know. But I'm here to tell you, Jordan Binnington, the first of his name, is an absolute stud. Okay? He's an absolute fucking stud. And it's fucking crazy that, again, in the midst of his great game, he's gonna get ignored. Because of that stupid fucking non-call that no one's gonna ever shut the fuck up about, especially fucking Boston fans. Like, listen, Boston, all right, it sucks, all right? The optics of that incident is bad, okay? I'm not denying that shit, but the reality is, up to that point in the third period with about 10 minutes left, you had no answers for Jordan Binnington. You really didn't, okay? And I need Boston fans to really process that shit in their head. Because, again, Jordan Binnington was unbelievably good last night. I swear to you, I just thought, wow, if they don't give this kid the Conn Smythe Award, if the Blues win, I'm going to be very upset. Because I'm seeing this kid, I'm looking at this kid and thinking, he's carrying this fucking team to relevance. And granted, yeah, they had that 7-2 loss at home in Game 3. But guess what? Binnington's bounced back after that. 2 games in a row. Winning fucking performances at home and on the road. That, boy, oh boy, I don't know, man. Like, there is something about that Blues team last night where they played their best game. Their penalty killing on point, absolutely on point. And again, I cannot talk enough about Jordan Binnington. How much he was a fucking asset to that team winning last night. And yeah, that stick by Bozak was really bad. Okay, I admit to that. And I'm not denying it. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you can't put that out of call. You embellished it. Like, no. The Boston player didn't embellish it. He got fucking blindsided from the back. How do any of you call that shit embellishment? That's nuts. But guess what? One bad call, yeah, it does change the dynamic of the game and of the fucking series or of the game, whatever. But the bottom line is everybody has to do their jobs regardless, okay? Like, Vegas, as a Vegas fan, I can attest to this personally, okay? Yeah, it's not a major, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but the reality is you have to kill off those fucking penalties. You can't give away fucking 4 power play goals in 4 minutes and 4 seconds. So all you fucking Boston fans, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear any of that shit right now. And guess what, dude? When you fucking look at it, Boston, aren't you underperforming? Aren't you fucking not living up to the expectations? Is your first line, quote unquote, the perfection line, not doing anything? Look in the fucking mirror before blaming everybody else. Holy fucking shit. I get it, dude. The non-call sucks. These officiating, levels in these playoffs have been atrocious, okay? I admit to that too. But the reality is, one incident versus like 59 minutes and like 58 seconds of hockey. You gotta do your job. You gotta do your fucking job. And that's the thing. Even when we lost to San Jose as a Vegas fan, I said, dude, we didn't do our jobs. Like, we fucked up. Got a buddy of mine who says, momentum was on their side. I'm like, momentum. That doesn't fucking matter. You gotta do your fucking job. Okay? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, people who fucking can't take any kind of, like, responsibility on, like, shit like that. And especially as a sports fan, man, like, just understand like, what the hell's happening, right? Just understand that, yeah, like, shit happens sometimes, and it fucking sucks. Like, the officiating has been a joke throughout these entire playoffs, okay? Every fucking step of the way, somehow, there's been awful officiating. But, again, that's the league's problem. That's part of the package of the NHL at the moment. And right now, there's nothing we can really do about it. There's really not. And it sucks. It does. Trust me, man. I'm saying that as a Vegas fan. I know where you fuckers are coming from, dude. I know it hurts. But guess what? You fuckers are responsible for that loss. Take that shit up the ass and fucking run with it. And you know what? You know, Krug sets up that fucking nice pass to get Boston, you know, a goal. I believe, what was it? DeBrusk, that's right. DeBrusk scored that goal, you know, to make it 2-1. They pulled Tuukka Rask with about a minute or so left to go. And I don't know, man. I just knew it was St. Louis's night. Because boy, oh boy, Jordan Binnington has been a revelation in these playoffs. I mean, this kid is unbelievable. He has now tied the record. Really? He has now tied the record for 15 wins. Most wins by a rookie in the postseason. This matches names like, I believe, Matt Murray, Ward, a couple of other cats there. I don't know if Patrick Roy is in there. I'm pretty sure he's like at 14 or 15. I'm not sure. But this kid's pretty incredible. I'm just saying, guys. And listen, all you fucking stat nerds out there, all you fucking advanced analytics motherfuckers, listen, you can give me all this fucking crap about, oh, his save percentage isn't that good. Oh, it's not right. All right, if you're going to fucking nerd that shit up, shut the fuck up. Then just watch the game. Just watch the game and tell me Binnington doesn't have the fucking balls and the leadership and the goddamn mensch mentality to keep that shit in line. Like, dude, intangibles like that, you don't fucking teach, okay? The kid's just got it. Jordan Binnington's just got that juice, man. Like, he is, oh boy. You know what? Listen, I preach sports monogamy all the time. I do. I'm never going to back away from that. Trust me, I'm not. The only teams I'm going to support are my teams. I mean, even right now, I'm wearing my David Perron shirt. It has Las Vegas, obviously, tying back to the Vegas Golden Knights. But I want the Blues to win. And here's what I'm trying to get at. I have individual players that I enjoy very much, and I want them to succeed regardless of what team they're on. Brad Marchand being one of them. I absolutely adore Brad Marchand. I don't have to defend myself here to reason why Brad Marchand is one of my fucking favorite players. Nor do I have to defend the fact that I, as a person who lives in the United States, like Sidney Crosby. I know a lot of USA fans, can't stand Sid, Team Canada, all that shit, but Sid the Kid is the fucking dream, man. And you know what? With these playoffs happening now, I think Jordan Binnington might be one of my favorite goaltenders in the league. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, Fleury goes without saying, boys and girls. Fleury is part of Vegas. Like, I love our flower. But Jordan Binnington, oh my God. If this kid, come Sunday, if St. Louis wins and Jordan Binnington posts a, above 900 save percentage, this kid is going to be a fucking god. And as he should be. I'm sorry, dude. Like, people aren't going to pay enough attention to this. And again, I brought this up multiple times. It's that non-call. And again, that non-call sucks. It does. But Boston, you were getting nowhere. You were getting nowhere against Jordan Binnington. You weren't. I'm sorry. Like, did you watch the first 50 minutes of that game? The first 50 minutes of that game, you had no answers for Jordan Binnington. Yet you have the fucking audacity and the balls and the fucking nerves to tell me that, oh yeah, we could have fucking beat them easy. No! And guess what? That goal that DeBrusk scored, let me tell you what. DeBrusk scoring that goal was probably the result of David Perron getting a goal after that non-call incident. And to me, this game still would have ended 2-0. To me, if the penalty, was called, I still would have said St. Louis with their power, with their penalty killing, they would have fucking squared it off. I think someone would have gotten an empty netter in St. Louis because Boston was probably going to be frantic. Brad Marchand probably doing some stupid antics going on, late in the third period. I swear to you, I still think, St. Louis would have been the winner. And I don't say that shit lightly. I don't, boys and girls. I truly do think Jordan Binnington was absolutely on one. That kid last night was awesome. And I know I'm wearing the David Perron shirt, and I should be talking more about David Perron's, game-winning goal ultimately. But no, I want to just talk about Jordan Binnington and how good this kid has been throughout these playoffs. The kid is just immaculate, at his best. And at his worst, yeah, he gets frustrated. He doesn't, he's allowed easy pucks and shit. But you take a look at his game as a total. Boy, oh boy, it's hard to beat him out. He's been freaking awesome. And again, I think the Conn Smythe will heavily favor offensive players, and more than likely, I believe Ryan O'Reilly is top of that line to win the Conn Smythe. But if it was up to me, I'm giving that fucking Conn Smythe to Jordan Binnington. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts for me. That kid is one of the biggest fucking reasons why St. Louis is in the first place. Starting from January, okay? Not even the fucking Stanley Cup, January, okay? This kid, I don't know, man. Jordan Binnington is so solid. I'm loving this kid play. I'm loving this kid fucking play his fucking game. And, you non-St. Louis or possible Boston fans might be saying, oh, you're just a fucking, Vegas fan who just fucking excuses all the shit. Dude, I'm a fucking Vegas fan that sympathizes with Boston's heartbreak right now. I fucking feel you on that shit. I do. I'm on fucking board with you, man. It hurts. I know, man. Trust me. Okay, trust me. But guess what? You fuckers lost. You fuckers lost. You couldn't figure out Jordan Binnington. You couldn't fucking score on a power play to save your fucking life. Like, your first line has been dead quiet the last few fucking games. So, Boston, I ask you, really, whose fucking fault is it? But Bozak should never have got the stick! Okay. Cool. Cody Eakin shouldn't have gotten a fucking major against Pavelski. Whatever. Or whoever the fuck it was, like Kocher or fucking Pavelski, one of the fucking San Jose cunts. But it's done. It's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to move on. You got to get to the next game. Unfortunately for Vegas, it was Game 7, so we couldn't do anything about that shit. But Boston, you got Game 6. Now, the one thing that is working for Boston in Game 6, I imagine, is the relatively piss-poor form of the St. Louis Blues at home. They're what, like 6-6 now, or like something really stupid. Their fucking home record is pretty ridiculous. It's 500. Their fucking home record is 500. So Boston, if you got anything, read into that. But at the same time, you're going to be playing St. Louis in what I imagine to be a supercharged atmosphere. And I believe it was the NHL Discussion Instagram page. They posted this little stat. Not sure 100% on how right this is, but the St. Louis Blues versus Boston Bruins single game ticket for Game 6 is said to be the second most expensive ticket per seat, per single ticket. It's said to be one of the most expensive fucking sporting events in North American history in the last 10 years. Ranked number 2. That's surpassing all the Super Bowls. And number 1, surprisingly, is the Chicago Cubs versus Cleveland Indians. But I'm telling you, Game 6 is going to be huge. Sunday. You got the St. Louis Blues, Boston Bruins in St. Louis. And you know what? I truly do hope St. Louis wins it. I do. I'm going to be rocking this, David Perron shirt, because this shirt is magic, man. I wore this t-shirt for the first time after buying it 2 weeks ago. And it might be magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. I know. Poor rendition of what the fuck is going on, but that's the kind of shit that happens in my brain, boys and girls, because I do get excited about sporting events, and this is going to be huge. This fucking game between these two teams is going to be absolutely massive, and I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited because you got Stanley Cup final action going on, and crazy enough, boys and girls, we have the Women's World Cup kicking off today in about 3.5 hours. France versus South Korea. I'm fucking excited. You already know I am. Because it's the World fucking Cup. It's football, man. And you know what? All you fucking losers out there right now, I'm going to say this right now. All you fucking losers out there who are getting in line and telling me shit like, oh, women's sports, it's the most boring shit. I'm like, dude, listen, if you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Because, I'll tell you one thing about women's sports that not a lot of people will mention. Women's sports are fucking so in tune with the fundamentals. It's very enjoyable to watch as just a fucking sports fan. Like, you watch the WNBA. I'm telling you, man. Like, the fucking fundamentals and the basics are all there, and it's fantastic to watch. Yeah, they don't have the fucking dunks and the fucking, the wraparound. Like, they don't got that shit. But guess what? Like, it's still pretty fucking fun to watch. Women's World Cup, no exception. And the Women's World Cup is one of the best fucking times. Obviously, during the summer when there's no domestic leagues going on and you need some sort of football action, there you have it. And the Women's World Cup is actually going to be playing in tandem with Copa America 2019. And again, I'm so excited. There's all these competitions happening in the summer. And again, I do believe, in the Women's World Cup, obviously USA favored. But I want to see just great football action from everybody. South Korea is playing France today. France being the host nation. Very worried about Korea. Probably not going to make it out of the group. I hope they do. I hope South Korea makes it out of the group, but the competition is going to be pretty stiff. There's a lot of great women's national team for football. Germany, France, England, USA, Japan. Holy shit, Japan is fucking... They're a powerhouse. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. I hope it's the USA, or miraculously South Korea. But it is going to be interesting, boys and girls. It is going to be interesting. And the Copa America is going to be happening like in 2 weeks' time. But Women's World Cup happening today, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, I'm going to be on that shit. I'm going to be watching that shit. So any kind of football action is great. Including some of the shit we saw the last 2 days. UEFA Nations League, boys and girls, if you haven't been paying attention. It's a friendly that has like a more competitive flair. So that way, summer months aren't just wasted with meaningless competition. And, to sum it up real quick, 2 days ago was Portugal versus Switzerland, and Ronaldo, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo, scores a hat trick. I forget the number. It was like his 153rd hat trick in his career, which is, oh my God, that guy is a god. Like, Cristiano Ronaldo's a god. And then England last night, after a controversial VAR goal ruled offside, England is tied 1-1 against the Netherlands in overtime, in extra time, and they lose 3-1 because England and defense they're like water and oil. It just never mixes, it never matches. And there's something that has to be said about England where it's just you get dick punched so many times, and yet the fans keep coming back. It's like, dude, when the fuck are you guys gonna learn? Holy shit, this team of England is just fucking terrible to watch each and every step of the way. Right when you think they got talent, it's like, we're gonna choke. It's like, oh fuck. So on Sunday as well, we got a lot of great shit on Sunday. The UEFA Nations League final between Portugal and Netherlands. Got my Cristiano Ronaldo jersey. Obviously, I want Portugal to win. And there's a lot of fun stakes here at the Sky Lounge because we watch a lot of sports ball. And I always talk about how sports ball is one of the great fucking things in life. It's not the only thing in life, but it's one of the best fucking parts of life. And sometimes optimism crawls in. in a space that was just filled with pessimism and negativity. You know what I'm talking about, boys and girls. The NBA Finals is tonight! Friday! Tonight! The Golden State Warriors versus the Toronto Raptors. Game 4. Boys and girls, this is huge. This is huge. We all know it is. The Raptors are up 2-1 in the series. And Golden State Warriors are getting back Klay Thompson. Now, what will this mean? The Golden State Warriors will get their groove back because, yes, Steve Kerr did say KD might be back game 5 or 6, but can the Raptors take care of business like they did in game 3? It's going to be difficult, but I think the Raptors may prevail tonight if they played like they did in game 3. Siakam, Gasol, Lowry, Green, Leonard, all going off. Everybody has to do their jobs. Make the NBA great again. So, boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents from my DP shirt and the puppies. Fuck off.